Bro, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh yeah, I'm missing Gary Clark Jr. to chat with you gentlemen tonight.
That's okay. We can still still tell the stories.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Well, we should crack a beer. Apparently,
what do we do with the beers?
This is they're in this fake refrigerator right here. Look, I'm gonna show you this refrigerator, bro. Look at that shit.
That's the studio fridge.
Look, you can't. The 16 ounces don't fit in there, bro. You get 6 beers in this motherfucker.
It works.
They're kind of cold. It's all good.
Small but mighty.
Yeah. You're obviously recording, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm recording. Yeah. So this is we're doing a double header today.
Yeah, this is one of two.
This is the second of two episodes we're recording today.
All right, cool.
We might have had some beers all day.
Well, like I said, I appreciate the patience. I didn't get a chance to shave. I've been music festing it all weekend.
Yeah.
You guys got a festival going on?
Yeah, was it Memphis Music Fest?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nah, he told me that. I was like, that's not a problem. We can be flexible. Let's crack up one of these beers though.
Grab one.
Shout out to my boy Eddie because he needs a shout out from Fringe Beer Works. He's got the
Mr. Electric.
That's the Mr. Electric IPA. Look at that label. Yeah. Local brewery. So Eddie, you got your shout out, son.
Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, promotional products and design. They cover your brand bumper to bumper with graphic design, promo products, and print. See what Dire Oil Graphics can build for you at direoil.com. That's DYEROIL.com.
Hey, welcome
Smooth
to
Jazz.
Welcome
for the
to
second time
Beers
today.
with Nigel. It's a podcast about beer and other stuff. I'm Nigel.
I'm that other guy.
That's Nick. Welcome to the show. Look, Beale Street Brewing, Memphis, Tennessee. What up?
Kelvin, how you doing?
Kelvin in the house.
What's up, gentlemen? Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and thanks for taking a little break from the big musical festival.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's that music festival about? Tell us about that shit.
Memphis made the Beale Street Music Festival. 3 days of awesome bands, hello artists, pretty awesome. 4 stages. So,
yeah,
I just hit Beale Street for the first time in 2019.
Beale Street's a trip.
Oh, we loved it. We went. My wife and I went on vacation. We hit Nashville for our anniversary. We were there a couple days. And we're like, you want to drive somewhere else? And so we drove to Memphis, and that was a blast.
Nice.
You know, I love Memphis is a when I go to Mardi Gras, that's that first night I stop in Memphis because that's like kind of like halfway.
It's pre
like your appetizer.
Oh, shit, absolutely, absolutely. Memphis is a trip. I'm just saying. I love it though. So Kelvin, bro, let's talk about it. Tell us about Beale Street. Give us a history. How do you fit into the equation, and how long's Beale Street been around, and kind of give us a history. What's going on?
So the short answer is we got beer on the shelf in March of 2020. We started contract brewing, but I guess 2 years prior to that, we started looking for space, and of course we didn't bid on several buildings, and of course we didn't get those spaces, so we decided to get some beer on the shelf just to build a brand.
Right.
Luckily, knock on wood, COVID hit. We had a captive audience of what we were doing.
Yeah.
And another lucky, the government deemed alcohol sales essential. So yeah. So we
shout out to the government.
One of the few times it's worked for you.
Exactly.
We've heard that story a lot
Yeah.
that can't get
COVID
the real
changed
but I mean that you can't get the buildings, you can't get into the real estate that you want. So build the brand first. Go contract brew and get the product on the shelf.
Yeah.
We didn't want to rush into a not ideal situation. So patience is hopefully patience is a virtue.
Yeah. So I'm curious. So we asked this question. We asked this question earlier today. Everybody was drinking some shit before they discovered craft beer, right?
Yeah.
What were you drinking, and what was the thing that turned you on to like, oh, I like this other shit better? You remember?
Man, I used to drink Red Dog. Y'all remember Red Dog?
Yes, son.
Every big brewer was like sub-branding themselves to death.
No, hold on. Red Dog was out when Zima was out.
Yes.
Remember that shit back in the 90s? Yes.
Oh yeah, Red Dog. So I've always I have a culinary background, so I've always had affinity for flavors and trying new things.
Right.
So beer was extension of that, and just experimenting with different beers, and you realize there's some good beer out there.
Yeah.
I started with Red Stripe and progressed to Newcastle, Nevada, and just kept going from there.
So you were just kind of a foodie in general. So I mean that helps for people who, a lot of times when people come to the breweries I work at, I'm like, what do you eat? What do you drink? You know what I'm saying? So that background helps. Yeah.
So I started home brewing and realized, oh shit, this is like cooking. You can
yes.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I don't believe him.
No, look, I
don't believe him.
This motherfucker loved to cook, but I'm like, you could brew a beer, bro. It's the same shit.
No, there's rules in brewing and math and shit.
There's rules in cooking.
Nah, cooking, you know what flavors go together. You can just riff. Beer scares me, man. That's too many rules.
No. It's Kelvin. So what got you into like, yeah, you might have culinary background. What part of you is like, I want to brew some beer? How did that start?
Like I say, I'm a wine fan of spirits.
Oh,
and a friend of mine bought me a homebrew kit, the Mr. Beer kit.
Oh,
the Mr. Beer kit.
Yeah, the 1 gallon kit. And it sat there for a while. So I finally opened it up. Had the grains in it. So I, took the grains to the homebrew shop. Like, are these fresh? Are these any good? So they immediately upgraded, upsold me on some 5 gallon kit and a bunch of shit. So we were smelling hops thin right there. So it was cool.
How long ago was that?
I'm bad with dates. 8, 9, 10 years ago, maybe.
Oh, no shit. Really?
So you were doing that for a bit before you decided, I'm going to go pro.
So, yeah, pro is the word. Yeah, I don't know. We just
no. We're putting the cart ahead of the horse. So, so you got this beer kit. What was the first thing you brewed, and was it good or bad?
It was decent. It was just a little pale ale. So, so the next beer we brewed was a stout, and then we put peanut butter and hazelnut in it, so it turned out good.
Yeah.
So then I upgraded on that to a Zymatic, one of those Pico brew systems.
Yeah.
Started tracking recipes and stuff like that. So yeah, it just took off from there.
So I know it's not just you. I know there's some other cats involved.
How you know it's just not me?
Look, barrel of flow. You weren't the only motherfucker up in there. I
don't know
what, but look. If it's all you, that's all good. But this is the question though. As a black man, when you go to motherfuckers like, I'm about to brew some beer, the motherfuckers be like, what the fuck are you doing? My question is,
I get
with your homies and shit, were they like intrigued? What did they think about it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not something generally that you see us do.
Yeah, I still get that today. What are you doing? Yeah, nobody understands. My own family, my immediate family. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Okay. So once again, they didn't quite understand till they saw beer on the shelf in grocery stores, restaurants,
Yeah.
hotels. And I'm like, oh shit, oh, it's a proud pat on the back. Oh yeah, he accomplished a little something, you know. Uh, but yeah, I've met. So I still get that question that you just said. Who else? Who else? Who else? Because
Yeah.
I know you not doing it. We go to festivals. We get the
Yeah.
oh, who did this? This is pretty good. Who did this? Is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always he did. Yeah. So yeah, we got a so no, I started brewing with a homeboy of mine, my partner back in the day. He's a chef too. We started home brewing. Um, but yeah, we got a small but mighty team. My godson, my brother's working with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some couple friends. So yeah.
I mean, you had a crew at Barrel and Flow. Let's keep it real.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Barrel and Flow. I snagged my mom and sister to tag along. You know, I think that was their birthday weekend, so I traumatized them with a beer festival for the birthday.
Now, here's the important question: are you bringing them back with you this year?
I'm sure they would. They had a good time. They like Pittsburgh. We did some cool stuff.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's cool.
So yeah, I guess we should. I guess we need to revisit. My sister asked when's the next festival. She loves helping out. So
yeah. Well, so I'm curious. Like, so you started home brewing. You were doing this shit. At what point in your brain you were like, you know what, we need to start a brewery? I would love to hear that story.
So it's one of those things where like, oh shit, you went too far to turn back. So you know how you
really
you start doing. Excuse me, I'm sweating. I just came from outside.
You're good, bro. It's hot. It was 95 degrees here today, bro.
Yeah.
You good. Look, it's coming your way, son.
We'll take it. So yeah, you start brewing at home and want to give you a little home brew, set up a name, and I don't know how it was a slam dunk that Beale Street Brewing landed in my lap. And yeah, I mean, what better way to celebrate Memphis than with a name like Beale Street?
Was it a pretty quick, like, did that hit your brain quick though? That, I mean, I'm making good stuff. I can go sell this too.
So
was it a slow burn, slow cook?
Well, Memphis is underserved or was underserved on the craft beer scene, more so then than now. We got a couple, we got several great breweries here. So yeah, it was underserved on the craft beer scene, and I was like, nobody's celebrating Memphis.
Yeah.
You know, really in the craft beer world locally. So it was opportunity. It was already Beale Street. We named our Beale Street. So somebody asked me what gives me the right to have the name Beale Street.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, why not? I mean, I'm saying this Beale Street doesn't belong to me, but I plan to be a good steward of it while we so
I think your answer is I got there first.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, no, it's intentional about trying to celebrate the Memphis community through the love of craft beer.
So how would you describe like the Memphis beer scene?
We got great breweries. Wiseacre is the big dog in town.
I didn't know they were there.
Oh yeah,
I know Wiseacre. Yeah.
Yeah. You got Soul and Spirit, Hampline, Meddlesome, Crosstown, Memphis Made, Cooper House. Yeah, you got several good breweries in town brewing good beer. High Cotton.
Are y'all cooperative?
Yeah, for the most part. Good people. Got a great brewing community for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I got to ask the question, as a brother, because you jump into the game, and you've seen Barrel and Flow. That everybody we talk to about Barrel and Flow, they're like, I didn't know there was a black beer community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you talked about your family. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What's it been like doing what you do? What's been the reception from your community?
Man, it's been awesome. I think one of our first two drops was Space Age Sipping, celebrating our collab, celebrating A-Ball MJG.
Yes.
Of course, those gentlemen, they have one or two fans in Memphis and the surrounding areas, so they definitely helped the brand. And yeah, they. So I didn't think about it, but a journalist like, man, you realize you're going to introduce a lot of Memphians to craft beer,
Yeah.
and I didn't think about that, but yeah, I have people. That's my favorite beer daily. People. I was glad the beer lived up to the hype of the living legends. Everybody
Yeah.
seems to be receptive of the product.
No,
Yeah.
you guys, this is what I remember about Barrel and Flow. Y'all's artwork for the beers. I was like, okay, these motherfuckers is real with this shit. The artwork.
Yeah.
Who does your artwork?
So man, we collaborate with artists on label designs, and that's what we call it, liquid art. This is another part of celebrating Memphis through the love of craft beer. We try to use as many local artists as we can, but
Yeah.
we definitely reached outside of the Shelby County borders to tap into some talented artists that we've been blessed to collaborate with, for sure.
Well, you've said that a couple times now about celebrate Memphis. So tell us a little bit about your love of Memphis in that area.
Out of Memphis. Shit. Yeah, I love Memphis, man. Born and raised, lived elsewhere, and it's home. It just has a vibe that you can't describe. It has challenges with other cities, but yeah, I'm a fan of Memphis for sure.
What you said you left for a while. What drew you back?
Shit, the vibe. I mean, home. My family's here, and Memphis is a hub. You can get anywhere in a day's drive, or you get on a plane. Like I said, we're in the center of the United States of the population, so you can get to Atlanta, New Orleans.
Oh,
you don't have to mention St. Louis. It's okay.
Yeah.
I kid.
He don't like fucking what are they?
It's the Cardinal fans.
The Cardinals fans. I don't know why he don't like them motherfuckers, but I mean,
so we have the Cardinals AAA team here, Memphis Redbirds. So yeah,
it's okay. I'll
say
forgive you. The beer, the music, and the food is all good.
So let's go back a little bit. I'm curious.
Nick, who's your team?
Well, we're in Kansas City, so I'm a Royals fan.
Okay, man, I was just in. My uncle is in Kansas City. Awesome guy.
Is that right?
I was in Kansas City last year.
Look, anybody can win a lot. It takes a real team to win only like every 40 or 50 years. That's a challenge.
Yes,
you gotta find them again.
So what was the first year you went to Barrel and Flow, or when Fresh Fest?
I've only been once.
Was that last year?
Was it last year? Year before last? I don't think I did last.
I think we saw you last year.
No, we saw you last year. 22.
No, was it? Did I?
Y'all were there. Y'all had a whole crew.
I think, was it not 2 years ago?
It was probably both. Have y'all not been 2 years in a row?
Nah, but I've only been once. I didn't do Barrel.
I feel like y'all were there last year.
That was 21. I want to say it was 21. I'm terrible with dates.
Okay.
I promise.
Was it the really spread out festival or the tank? Because 2 years ago, remember, it was huge.
It was giant. Yeah.
So this was the spread out one on the streets, and apparently they got into some restaurant. Which year was that?
That was 21. That was 21 because that was the Hofbrau house, dude. Yeah.
So
he decided to put on.
I got to ask the question because I know when I went in 19 for the first time, and I've seen that many black people in beer. What was how did you find out about that festival, and what was your impression when you first went?
So 2019, I planned on going, and my cousin got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
Same day that they were playing the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Game with him. to see him. And I had a visit with Lazy Magnolia about contract brewing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was in 19, and then 2020 we got Beer on the Shelf. So yeah, that's why I missed 19. I ordered a T-shirt, wanted to support.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get a consolation. Ordered a T-shirt, wanted to support,
Yeah.
wanted to get the inaugural T-shirt. So yeah, that was the best I could do. 2019, 2020 was the virtual year. We did a collab with Second Shift and Elmatic. Love
no
Roller.
shit.
I love the guys at Elmatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did a collab with them, and then 21 is when we showed up.
Yeah.
With the whole team, as you say.
I could have swore you guys were there last year.
No, I promise I don't think so.
Y'all coming this year?
It's on the calendar.
Bro. Put that shit in pen. Come on.
Get your Sharpie out.
Yeah.
Put that in permanent ink.
You can't erase that shit. You gotta go. So
Yeah,
what was your impression the first time you went? Because I know what mine was. It blew me away.
No, yeah, for sure. I love that. Like I said, we all had a good time. The weather was perfect. The energy was great. So no, we had a great time. Oh, excuse me, didn't lean in. Yeah, a lot of
some people are not used to burping out loud. I'm just saying. It's all good. We don't look. It's all good. I mean, the next one, just go. Hold on. This motherfucker TV just turned off. Hold on. Stand by.
Oh boy, what do we get? We got a problem here. Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some editing now. Oh Lord Jesus. That's why we shouldn't do 2 podcasts in a day.
Whole studio's falling apart.
Are you still there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, just stand by. He's got a TV situation. His shit went to sleep. And bro, unhook yourself.
Who, me?
No, he stood up.
Oh.
We're all good.
We're back.
There we go.
He's talking to somebody. So, look, bro, what's up with that shirt though? Hot buttered. Hot buttered. So, I love that.
Isaac
Where
Hayes.
you get
that? Stax Museum.
Okay. Hot butters. Yeah. Oh, that's a fucking song. Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, Isaac Hayes. It's a record album.
Yeah. You know what? Heard, chef.
All right, so you got a culinary background. What's the what do you find like those similarities? What's between cooking and brewing and those things that draw you in?
So we've used peanut butter, coffee, ginger. We've done several beers. We did a Memphis Mule, was essentially a Moscow Mule beer called Born Under a Bad Sign, celebrating our 1-year anniversary. For launching in 2020. Turned out to be a pretty tasty beer. We did a peach lemonade ale with chamomile and lavender, which is pretty tasty as well.
Summertime beer.
Yeah, super summer crushable beer. It's a golf course themed beer. We did it. It was called Hush Man. We did a play on FedEx St. Jude golf tournament where they had the Hush Y'all signs.
He went to go get a sign. Hush. Does it say Hush Y'all? You got one. Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Y'all did a beer called Hush?
Yeah, I got a Hush Man sign around here somewhere. But yeah. We did Hush Man instead of Hush Y'all. So then we do a peanut butter banana porter that's pretty tasty, celebrating Elvis Presley. That people seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, everybody think he ate that shit. Apparently, maybe he didn't. I don't know. So that's what I heard. That's what I heard the other day. Motherfucker was eating that shit.
Are you gonna kill that myth?
Out the.
No, come on.
You know what? Elvis. R.I.P. Motherfucker. I can tell you where I was when Elvis died. I don't give a fuck. I know he's an icon.
Where were you? Where were you?
I was at the British Embassy in August 1977, and my mom was a huge Elvis fan. Now, you know what? I was at the American Embassy because we were coming to the States, and she boo-hooed because Elvis died August 20-something another. But I know it was August.
I was 2 years old.
Okay, fuck you. Look, don't let the smooth taste fool you, bitch. Yes, indeed. No, bro. I love Memphis. It's cool. The referential treatment for Elvis. Do I need to quote Public Enemy? That one song they have a couple lines by Elvis and John Wayne.
Let's hear him. Refresh me.
No, it's Fear of a Black Planet from
yes, sir. He wasn't a hero to you. I get it.
Yes. It said Elvis was a hero to most, but they were like, he's racist, and they threw in John Wayne. Fuck him too.
Yeah, no, look, Elvis was a good dude. Elvis loved hanging out on Beale Street. It was his management. Yeah, it was his management team and his that steered him away from embracing the Black community. That's where he got his style.
That's where he grew up. Absolutely.
Yeah. He was a good dude, man. He was good to people in town, and
really,
he wasn't the only guy that stole music. He's not the only guy that sang other people's songs. That's how a lot of people. It was kind of an honor back then that somebody did a cover on your song. Yeah. But yeah, like Big Mama Thornton, she wrote Hound Dog. So it's just it is what it is. He wasn't unique and doing covers for other people.
Right.
But just the way the music was.
Is it considered doing a cover and not just more appropriation?
So I was gonna say the way the music ended. I'm not taking up for him, by the way. I'm not a huge Elvis fan. I grew up in Whitehaven. His house is in Whitehaven, so I appreciate what he's done for the Whitehaven community in the city of Memphis. And he has fans that come from all parts of the globe. So no, my grandma was a huge fan. He's just he does what he did what they were doing at the time, and his manager like most distributors and management, they have more control over you in the music industry than it is what it is. But I know several good stories of Elvis and some things he did, but nobody's perfect.
I mean, heard. I mean, and look, I ain't never lived in Memphis. When
Memphis don't fuck with Elvis either. It's a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor to say that you've never been to Graceland if you're Memphis.
Is it really?
So yeah, back to the original script. Yeah, it's a badge of honor. Did not have been to Graceland before.
Did we shout out what beer we were drinking?
Yes, we did.
Shout out to Eddie at Fringe, Mr. Electric, Hazy IPA.
What are you drinking?
What you drinking over there, bro?
I'm drinking a Night Train.
Oh, he said that earlier.
Stax Museum celebrating their 20th anniversary.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on the gram. I was like, yeah.
That artwork is
Who's the artist?
James Terrell, super awesome artist out of DC.
Shout out to James. For sure. Yeah. So what's your who's brewing, who's doing what in the organization? Where do you fit in?
I'm just a volunteer. I do a little bit of everything, whatever they ask me to do.
The 5-tool player. Yeah, apparently doing like the social media too, huh?
Center field,
Sometimes.
hitting DH.
Say what?
Played center field, hitting DH, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Utility.
I played college baseball. I've switched hit before.
Hey.
Batting 1,000 left-handed.
So shout out your crew.
What are you talking about? Beale Street Brewing?
No, I mean just the what, who's at the brewery? Who's doing what?
Oh, that's what I said. Shit, I do everything. I got my godson helping me, working with me.
Who's brewing? Are you brewing?
Yeah.
All the brewing. No shit.
God damn.
I mean, I don't.
I'm trying to be as modest as I can. Yeah, I do it. I'm doing it.
All we know is that we're fans of y'all. We don't know who does what. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, if you're brewing, that's all good.
Yeah. No, I was trying to avoid. I'm trying to be modest. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be modest. Yeah, those are my recipes, and yeah, me.
So, are you guys contract brewing, or where you brewing at?
No, we're contract. We're still contract brewing. We started out in Lazy Magnolia and Kim down there. Yeah, super awesome crew down there. They take care of our beer. So yeah, we order labels, hops, yeast, extracts, or whatever we're using, adjuncts, not extracts, adjuncts.
Yeah.
So we're ordering cans. We order everything down there, just like using somebody else's commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So we're doing Lazy Mag and also Soul and Spirits here locally.
So what's the plan on getting your own brick and mortar? What you got a timeline for that?
I want to say, yeah. So we dialed into a space. Yeah, we're dialed into space. Let me knock on some wood around here. So yeah, we dialed into a space in the downtown core near Beale Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Word.
So yeah, send all the good vibes our way for sure.
Say it again.
I said send all the good vibes our way.
Oh, look, bro, just do a GoFundMe. We'll give you money. It's all good. Look, that's what the white boys do. Ain't it right, Nick?
Yes. Look, we done stole from you for a long time. It's okay. Steal from us.
Let's fucking go. Look, I'll be the first motherfucker to donate. GoFundMe. We look. Can't. This is
we talked about doing a crowdfunding. So yeah,
who's our friends down at Smidox who did great with that?
Yeah, you should totally do it, because the one thing about our Kansas City community, if I throw that shit, do yourself a favor. There's a Facebook page called Beer Tasting Kansas City. Just get on there, bro. The motherfuckers will travel and will give money. You do a GoFundMe, I'll throw it out there. Look, they ready to give. The beer community here is fucking.
And they're ready to road trip down to you too. They're going to come see you and spend their money.
Yes,
I'm with it for sure.
Yes.
What's that process been like of trying to find the space and get in?
Yeah, it's been cool. No space has been perfect, ideal. So we've looked at some and chewed on them or whatever. Just never. I say we hadn't pulled the trigger lately. But before we bid on a building, before we start, but we hadn't pulled the trigger per se on anything post COVID, except this one that we're working on now. So it's looking pretty good.
That's good.
Nice.
Breaking news.
Well, I love when we get breaking news on here.
Yeah, we got. We get a lot of breaking news on this podcast.
yeah. So prayers up.
So as far as like the styles that you brew, what's your? Let's go with this. What if you walk into let's say you came to Kansas City, and you and I were going to have a beer, right? What are you going to order? And then on the flip side of that, what's your thing that you love to brew?
I'll I'm gonna start. I'll start with a flight, but my
What's going to
go-to.
be your flight though?
It's usually when I go to a brewery, it's dealer's choice. Whatever you think I should have.
Ooh,
Yeah.
heard, chef.
I like doing that.
So,
Except for once in a while, you get the guy behind the bar who's like, I don't know,
Or who don't give a fuck. Yeah,
yeah.
I've had that happen. Yeah,
So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
yeah,
So yeah, I try anything. Like I say, I'm a fan of flavor, so I try anything.
yeah,
I like IPAs, hazy.
yeah,
I like a nice clean beer.
yeah,
So it's like music. It's mood.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
mood.
Okay, look, along those lines, this is yes or no question. It's not a gotcha. There's no wrong answers, but there is. Is there a thing called stout season?
Stout season.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. You can drink a stout any time
That's
of
what I'm
year.
saying.
Man,
How can I drink a stout in the winter? What is wrong with you?
I just did a bottle share last month. Nah, it was stouts all around. More stouts than anything.
Bro.
So yeah,
Always stout season.
And and this is the thing, and I'm gonna throw this out there because a lot of my homeboys don't drink beer, right? But they drink whiskey, right? So if I get a barrel aged something,
oh, they're there.
No, shout out to my boy Greg in fucking Maryland. He don't like beer, but when we go to the breweries, I'm like, bro, try this fucking barrel aged stout. It's aged in a whiskey barrel. Then he's like, oh, I think I do like beer. Because he likes coffee and he likes fucking bourbon. I got you, son.
That's easy. I can fix that.
Yes. So how many places are you guys on tap? And are you in stores? Are you on premise? What's going on in Memphis? Where can they find your beers?
Yeah, we're in grocery stores, liquor stores that sell craft beer, gas stations, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Kroger's, Cash Saver, the restaurants. We're on draft and restaurants, cans up and down Beale. Let's see where. That's at gas stations. We're in gas stations.
So what's their process been like?
What's the distro process in Louisiana or in Tennessee like?
We've talked to people all over the world, and distro is different in every fucking city. It seems like. How hard was it to get where you guys are? He's like, yeah, you don't want to know.
He just did the lean back.
Lean back. Lean back.
Lean back.
Y'all don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah. But you know what though? We found another brewery, Fourth City out of Orange, New Jersey. Orange, New Jersey has the worst liquor laws I've ever heard of.
You have to go distro because to get your liquor license is $1 million.
Yeah. And where they are in East Orange, New Jersey, there's one brewery for like 100,000 people. Because the liquor licenses are so whatever you can tell us ain't gonna be that bad. I guarantee you.
Yeah, state of Tennessee is pretty cool. You can self distro state of Tennessee, which we started. We did we're in the Nashville airport.
Oh shit, okay, heard.
Yeah. So and yeah, we're about to drop some in some more places. But yeah, we self distroing outside of Shelby County. Working through some challenges, opportunities here locally with distribution. So, yeah, that's another. But yeah, we're about to start North Mississippi distro as well. So that'll crank up at the end of this month.
Is it tough to get across state lines?
No, I say no. We were blessed and fortunate enough to build a brand that people seem to desire. So North Mississippi was it took some time, but yeah, they seemed like they're willing and ready to put our products out. So, and they
Tell us about that brand that you built and how you're appealing to people.
Yeah. So I'm not unique when I say I love Memphis or love 8 Ball MJG. They have fans everywhere. Um, yeah, we've gotten emails and DMs, requests to send beer probably to 20 or 30 countries.
Wow.
Like those guys are really international.
Yeah.
And of course, that's not even counting the United States. So yeah, I wish I could send some beer to Washington and distro around, but yeah. So those guys, Space A Sip, and people seem to love and receive and want to celebrate those guys, and want their beer. So yeah, the artwork is great. Like I say, we're celebrating Memphis on our labels and through our label design. So people seem to receive it pretty cool.
How'd you get hooked up with them? You guys know them, or what's the story?
Yeah, my partner Cameron connected me with Ball, and yeah, it's been pretty fun. Those guys are super cool. It's been all how people tell you don't meet your idol or somebody that you admire like that. No, those
Right.
guys super cool, awesome to hang out with and talk with for sure.
Yeah. What? So are they fans of the beer? Are they beer drinkers?
So now they don't drink a lot of beer. MJ more than Ball, but yeah, they like that they get feedback. So yeah, they enjoy positive feedback.
That's I mean, hey, that's the thing for me. Look, like here in Kansas City, if let's say Patrick Mahomes aligned himself with, or just said, hey, I'd like this brewery.
Or this Beers with Nigel podcast.
Or
let's put that out in the ether, right?
Just put that like the podcast. I wasn't thinking that.
I mean, he puts our sticker on the helmet.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's your home, but granted, that's not his hometown. He's from fucking Texas. However, but if somebody, because this is the thing about Pat Mahomes. So one of the breweries I work at, shout out to Diametric, they had a beer called TD Tossing Patrick Mahazy. 4 years. TD Tossing Patrick Mahazy. And when they won the Super Bowl, he wasn't affiliated with any beer, right? But him and Travis Kelce was smashing his fucking Coors Light cans or what the fuck he was doing. And then all of a sudden, it was an issue to call the beer TD Tossing Patrick Mahazy, even though it had been out for 3 years.
Right.
So they had to fucking change the name to TD Tossing. They're like, you can't use Patrick or Mahazy.
Mahazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't make that up. That's bullshit. But in your situation, you get some some brothers like that even recognize your brand. That's fucking huge.
I did get a phone call from the NBA.
you did, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like Crowns and Hops. Still Crowns and Hops still doesn't have a brick and mortar, but they put the brand out there.
Motherfucker.
What is up with your TV, bro?
I don't know what's
So that TV's never gone to sleep. So it's Crowns and Hops. It's about that brand is out there. So
what happened to them
with Crowns and Hops?
Yeah.
No, I mean they're out there.
Oh,
They don't have a brick and mortar yet. They're in SoFi. You can catch their beer in SoFi Stadium, Dodger Stadium. Benny and Homeboy. They just, it's a brand. The brand is out there.
They're rocking and rolling for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the shirt I have on right now, Vine Street Brewing. Shout out to first black-owned brewery in Missouri ever. But shout out to them boys.
They're not open yet.
They're not open yet, but the brand, check this out. They've done 25 collabs. Crazy.
Yeah.
Just putting the name out there. And them motherfuckers, their beer.
They're in the airport.
They're at the airport, the brand new airport in Kansas City. They're all over town. So, shout out to them boys. So, just like you guys are doing, when it's funny because people were like, I'm like, we're doing a double header today. We're doing Strange Days Brewing. Shout out to Strange Days. I said, we're also doing Beale Street Brewing. They're like, in Memphis? I'm like, yes. How y'all do that? I'm like, it's called 2023. There's technology. We can talk to anybody anywhere. But people were excited about Beale Street Brewing. Either they know the brand or they're like, or they want to know about the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, that's what really part of this podcast is like, just letting people know we out here, Beale Street Brewing, we out here.
We outside.
Yeah, we are totally outside in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
just shedding a little light.
Well, that's the beauty of it, and because how many black-owned breweries are in Memphis? Y'all?
One.
That's what I'm saying, son.
That's it. You're the one.
So that's why we put it out there. So because I got a lot of people, I go to New Orleans twice a year, right? And I always stop in Memphis, and people are like, where should we go, Memphis? I'm like, well, if you can find some Beale Street Brewing Company beer, because Nick knows. Everybody thinks I know everything about beer in Kansas City or anywhere, and I don't.
No, but you play it well.
I play that guy on TV. You know what I'm saying? I look like I know, but here we are. But Memphis, down.
Well, that's that beer community, though, right? I mean, that's what we talk about. Is you can go anywhere and meet people.
Have some good festivals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've only been to Barrel and Flow twice now. That's
only twice.
That's a family reunion every year.
No, I'm saying it's Kansas City having the good beer festivals.
Oh, heard. There's a couple. We just had one a few weeks ago. It's Parkville, and it's cool because it's homebrew and professional. So COVID fucked up everything, right? So there were 3 or 4 good ones that have not come back. Only one has come back.
Yes.
But the beer community here.
The Chiefs try to do one out of Arrowhead now.
No, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, they try. That's what I said. They try to do one.
So they do this beer fest. It's on the field, blah, blah, blah. But let's say you showed up and you brought beer. You don't get to pour your own beer because it's run by the
food distributor.
The food distributor in the stadium.
I guess.
And it's cool. Yeah, you're on the field, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we have a festival like that here too. It's not a brewery run festival.
No.
And there's a few of those here, but COVID killed a lot of things. But as far as like the beer community here, it's super cool. We have a lot of female brewers. We got a few black brewers, but everybody is super cooperative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City. I'm sure there's a Memphis barbecue and Kansas City barbecue fight somewhere. But that's not my fight. As far as beer goes, no, there's plenty here, and we're super young. I mean,
most of them in the last 7 years.
Aside from Boulevard, who the next oldest brewery is 10 years old. That's it. Boulevard is 35 years old.
Yeah,
I think oldest brewery is 10 years old.
Yeah, a few more, but yeah, your beer scene is super similar to Memphis. I touched a couple when I was there last year.
Yeah, I mean it's people think it's saturated. I'm like, it's not saturated. I'm like, have you been to Chicago? Have you been to some of these big ass cities where it's like, I mean, even like a city like Dallas. Dallas is a big ass city. They're behind us when it comes to breweries. Their boom has been maybe 5 years in, 6 years in.
Oh yeah.
Because I lived in Dallas, there were no fucking breweries. Same way with I lived in LA. The last time I went to LA was probably 2018, 19. There's 50 breweries. When I lived there 7 years previously, there were 0. You know what I'm saying? So everybody thinks, oh my God, it's so saturated. No, it ain't. It ain't. I mean, like Barrel and Flow. Think about Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh's saturated.
No.
but Pittsburgh has a lot of breweries. But and it doesn't feel saturated because they're all in these little tiny ass neighborhoods, right?
They're all in industrial neighborhoods.
Well, I mean that one we
Their
went
laws
to.
are weird as shit.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's a trip. So you guys are coming to Barrel and Flow this year?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean, that's there's not a lot of things I will set my Mardi Gras, my birthday, Barrel and Flow. I'm in.
Yeah, Barrel and Flow. Those guys do an incredible job for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Ed and Day.
Yeah.
Have you seen their show?
I have not. I've seen the post on it, but yeah, I haven't seen it.
Go watch the show. It's great.
Where's the show on? Just
it's
Very Local
it's an app called Very Local. You have to download it.
okay.
So whatever Roku, whatever the fuck you have, download the Very Local app. And that's where you see the show. And they're hilarious.
It's pretty awesome what they're doing. Yeah, there's some hell of a good host for Barrel and Flow for sure. We had a great time.
Yeah, that's where Nick realized he's famous.
I don't know about that.
No, he was. We were there 2 years ago. We were walking out. Somebody's like, "Hey, Nick."
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
It freaked him the fuck out.
Nigel paid her off. It's fine.
No, I did not pay her. I did not pay her off. No, she knew who your ass was. She was on the podcast. Shout out to Tinu.
Tinu.
Yeah. Shout out to Tinu. And I hope her film was doing well.
God, what a great project that is.
Yeah. So what's next for you guys? What are you guys working on? The brick and mortar, right?
Yeah, we're working on brick and mortar.
Is that going to happen this year or next year, you think?
With the build out, it'll be next year before we open.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Knock on that wood, son.
Yeah. So yeah, trying to get some beers out in the world, continue to celebrate Memphis, working with a lot of local organizations.
Yeah.
Celebrate them as well and the good works they're doing. Love to continue to work with some cool artists, awesome artists. So yeah, we got that lined up. Got some fun stuff coming for sure this season. So yeah.
So if next time I come to Memphis, if you're going to take me around, where would you take me?
Where are we going? What for?
I mean, let's say food, cocktail, beer.
Inkwell for the cocktail, Hampline Soul and Spirits for the beer, Soul and Spirits Hampline for the beer.
Okay.
And food wise depends on what you want.
We like it all.
Let's go Memphis barbecue.
It depends on what type of cut you want. I take you to Payne's Barbecue for a chopped shoulder.
See, I respect that answer.
No,
I know. I respect that answer.
You're right in his wheelhouse. He's the same motherfucker. He's like, well, what cut of meat do you want?
Yeah, everybody asks, like, where are you taking me in Kansas City? I'm like, well, what do you want? Because that changes the answer.
Everybody doesn't do good brisket or ribs. So, yeah. You got to know where you're going and for what.
No, that's it. I respect that answer.
So, in Memphis, what places do you like what if you're gonna go have a beer, what places do you like to go to drink beer? If you can't get your own in the store.
That what?
If you can't get your own in the store.
So I bounce around to all the breweries. Like I say, Soul and Spirits, Wiseacre, Hampline, Cooper House Project, Meddlesome. They're brewing great beer out there. Memphis Made, High Cotton. Did I miss Crosstown? Crosstown, yeah. Those are my neighbors. Yeah, hang out over there sometimes. So yeah, it depends. I like to try stuff, so I bounce around.
Yeah.
Luke Casey's Beer Garden for sure.
Okay.
Beers in there, so yeah, go hang out with those good folks over there. So yeah.
I got to go back to the barbecue question because I've had a hankering for ribs lately. Where are we going for ribs?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, we'll take it to the top of Beale Street, Blue City Cafe. They have some decent ribs, great ribs for sure.
Oh man, okay, I didn't hit that one, so I got to put that on the list.
And then, of course, everybody tell you Rendezvous for the good dry rub. It's
really?
worth, yeah, it's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got our
I'm
Memphis
set now. We got a road trip planned.
Yeah. I gotta get to New Orleans.
Is that on the way to Pittsburgh?
No, it's not. That's a different trip, motherfucker.
It's just a little down.
That's a little different trip.
Little down.
No, the next time I go to New Orleans, I'll be dipping through Memphis for sure because that's my halfway point.
Hit me up.
Absolutely, and I will bring beer. So where do we find Beale Street Brewing on the socials? Social media.
Yeah, Beale Street Brewing, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're not TikToking yet, so yeah,
That's
we're on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter.
Beale ST Brewing, and then I think Co on Instagram.
Yeah.
So yeah, follow. Love to have you, fan of the brands. So yeah, we got some fun stuff coming. Excited. Get some.
Well, I hope to see you guys at Barrel and Flow. I'm just saying. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys should come to Nashville tomorrow. Actually, they started today. CBC Craft Beer Conference in Nashville. I'm headed out.
Oh yeah.
In the morning. So yeah. Be there for the next couple of days for CBC.
Nick, where can they find us?
You can find the Beers with Nigel podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or most any of your favorite podcast apps. Nigel, you know what? If you got one of them there Alexa devices, you can say, Alexa, play the Beers with Nigel podcast.
Alexa, let me holler at you.
You gotta drop it an octave though. Because if you're gonna ask her to play,
Alexa,
you gotta drop it.
Let me holler at you.
You can also catch Beers with Nigel on the Instagrams, the Beer Twitter, the Book of Faces,
all the faces.
We also do not do the TikToks because we're lazy and we're old, and why learn new things?
TikTok seems like a lot though.
It seems like a lot of extra effort.
I'm already doing enough social media in my life. Last thing I need is a goddamn TikTok.
You've been listening to Beers with Nigel, a show about beer and other stuff, hosted by Nigel Woodbury and that other guy, Nick Parker. Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, providing bumper-to-bumper graphic design, promo products, and print services. Find them at direoil.com. Beers with Nigel is a proud member of the Fredcast Network and is available on all of your favorite podcast flavors. Find Beers with Nigel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ask Alexa to play the Beers with Nigel podcast.